In this lesson, I will explain to you that in Python, by using pandas, how we will work on missing data. So here I have made this file. This is the comma separated files, and I have showed you already how you can make comma separated files. So these are the columns: days, study, play, sleep, eat, and these are the dates. These are the hours. Suppose on January 1st, 2019, you spent 8 hours on your study, 5 hours in playing, 8 hours sleep, and you ate pizza on January 1st, and so on. So you can see there are some missing values. So we will work, and the functions we will use today in pandas, that is fill NA, drop NA, and interpolate. So what the fill NA function will do for you, it will fill the missing values using different ways. Drop NA to drop rows with missing values. Interpolate to make a guess or missing values on missing values. So I will show you all these functions one by one with the help of example. So first of all, what you have to do? Yes, you have to import pandas as PD. Now this pandas library or package is installed here, or you can say import here in the Jupyter notebook. This is my data frame is equal to pd.read_csv. This extension is very important because this file is CSV file. That is why you have to write down CSV. In parentheses, you have to write down the path of your file. So I have stored in my USB, which is the F drive, and the name of the file is missing data. You can see here in the top of this Excel missing data.csv. This is not the Excel file. This is the comma separated values file. When I will run this function for you, so you will see exact same data frame which we have here in Excel. So these are the name of the columns, and these are the dates and data, right? We do not know at this moment what data type of first column is, what is for the second, third. If you want to see the data type of all the columns one by one, so what you have to do here, I have written check the data type of the columns. So you have to write down type df.days. Okay, the first column is days. If you want to find out the data types of days, so you have to write down type df.days. And when I will run this for you, so you will see it is a string. The last column is eat, right? If you want to see the data type of the last column, so instead of days, I will just write down eat here. And when I will run, so you will see it is also a string, because see, these are the characters, a string. If you want to see the data type of the play column, because we have one column play as well, I will show you here play. I will show you the data type of play. Then you have to work on study and sleep as well. This is your work. So see, this is the float because we have in decimal, right? In this way we learn how to find out the data types. So again, because we have to work on days data type, that is why I'm going to run it again for you. So the days is a string. We want to convert this data type days column into date. So what you have to do, I will show you here, right? So here I have written the comment that convert days column into date data type, this column. So you have to use the parse_dates function, right? And in the parenthesis or the square bracket, you have to write down which column. So I said days, it is a string, that is why you have to write down in quotation. When I will run this, so you will see the difference between days. See, this is the dates. Now when I will run this, you will see now my days are in the time date format. If you want to check your data type again, now what data type I have? So again, type df.days. Now when I will run this for you, so you will see that now we have a time stamp data type. It's changed now, right? Okay, move on. To make days and an index. So what is the meaning of this? So see, when we didn't assign any index to our data frame, by default system will generate 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know that index always start from 0. That is why it is 0. But now we say now there's suppose I say I want to make my first column, which is days, to convert into an index. So what you have to do, you have to, here I have written the comment that to make days as an index, this is the function, right? What you have to do here, df dot set underscore index and in parenthesis days, because we are going to convert days into an index. But what I have written here, to make days as an index without in place, there is one more function, in place is equal to true. If I didn't put in place is equal to true, it will make a new data frame, but it will not update the original one. I will show you when I will run this. So you will see this is the index, right? This is the index and these are the columns now, but this is the new data frame. You have to write down in place is equal to true, then it will generate, it will update your original data frame. Without this in place is equal to true, which I have written here, right? So I will move it so you can see. To make days as an index without in place will make a new data frame, but it will not update the original one. So what you have to do, you have to write down in place is equal to true, then df. When I will run this, so you will see we have a new data frame and this is the index, right? Okay, so what you have learned so far, that you have to write down in place is equal to true in order to update your original data frame. Now we will learn some functions, fill and a functions, right? So new, I have made my new data frame, new underscore data frame is equal to df dot fill and a 0. Now what is the meaning of this fill and a 0? It means, see, we have this csv comma separated files and these all these cells are blank. We do not have any numbers or any string here. So the function fill and a 0 means wherever the system will see there is no number, it will make it 0. I will run this for you and show you that, see here, this is our new data frame. This is, so 9 7, there is no number, system has made it 0. Same thing after 8, 0. Here is 0 0. So we did this with the help of df dot fill and a 0. But see, here is one thing. Hours is 0. Okay, I say I didn't spend any time on January 5th on study. Same thing here. Same thing for play. I didn't play anything. I didn't sleep, right? 0. It does not make any sense, but it is okay. But for eat, I ate pizza, ice cream, and on January 6th, egg. What about this? 0 0 0. In each column, we cannot have 0, right? We can write down nothing or something else, but not 0. So what, how to handle these type of things in Python? By using pandas. So what you have to do, I have written a comment, not 0 in all columns, right? So you have to assign a dictionary. Same thing, new underscore df is equal to df dot fill na, and here write down before we have used fill na and in parentheses it was 0, means wherever the system will find not any value, it will make it 0. But now here I am going to assign study, yes, 0. Play, if the system will not find anything, this is a blank, so make it 0. Sleep 0, but for each column make it nothing, right? So when I will run this, so you will see now we have nothing instead of 0, and all other columns, if they do not have any numbers or anything, it is 0, right? So fill and a in parenthesis 0, everything will be 0 if there is nothing in any cell. But if you want to assign, then you have to use the dictionary. Okay, move on. Again, the new fill na function, but I will say that you have to go on Google and in pandas data frame fill na, you can find out all these parameters. So we will use here limit, in place, you know, right? In method, backfill, bfill, pad, ffill, we will work on this. So I'm not going to use each and every function, so you have to read from here. But see, in method, backfill, bfill, ffill, I will work on it. In access, in place, I told you in place is equal to true, limit. So okay, now the comment is fill vertically top to bottom. What is the meaning of this? Suppose here we have this data, right? If you want, you can import or you can download free sample CSV files from the Google, then you can work on it. But here I have made very simple for you, only to explain to you. So a study, see, on 2nd January you spend 7 hours, and then 5th January is nothing. Same thing, January 8th is nothing. Same thing here, right? So I say, if I want to use fill NA method function, method is equal to ffill. Ffill means forward fill. Forward fill means it will go from top to bottom like this, top to bottom. So see, on January 1st you spend 9 hours, January 2nd you spend 7 hours. So for the next one, it is the forward fill. So system will fill this by using the previous value. Forward fill, whatever is on January 2nd, it will make to the next. It is F fill, top to bottom. So here I have written fill vertically top to bottom. But when I will use back fill, B fill, so system will go from bottom to top. So here when it will come here, it is 9 hours you spent on January 9. So it will make it 9 hours on January 8th as well. It will go from bottom to top, but forward fill top to bottom, right? So in method, here I have used forward fill. So when I will click, you will see 7 will be here, 5 will be here. So I will show you here. Now we can see about this data. See 7, and then this is 7, 8, and then after this blank is filled with 8, 5, and there is nothing. So here system has filled 5 for you, and so on. So this is the forward fill. In short we can write down F fill. Now is the back fill. When I will click on it, so you will see, instead of before it here is 7, right? Now it will go top to bottom. Here will be 9, and this will be filled up with 5. It will go like this. Okay, so see here, when we will compare this, 10, 9, and then is 9, 5, and here is 5. So backfill and top fill, right? Okay, another important function is the access. Now what is the meaning of access? See, if we use only method ffill or method backfill, it will fill these blank places or blank cells top to bottom, or from back fills from bottom to top. But if we will write down access as well, access is equal to columns, right? F fill, forward fill, and access is equal to column, or back fill, access is equal to column. So what these functions will do? If it is forward fill, it means it will move from left to right. It will work horizontally. Here I have written fill horizontally from left to right. So horizontally we have 7, so it will make it 7. Right? Just like we have 9 here, horizontally it will make 9, it will make 9 here. If it is backfill and access is equal to column, so it will move from right to left. If it is 5, so this will be 5, not 7. Forward fill and access, it will be 7. Backfill and access is equal to column, so it will start from right to left. So same thing I have written here. This is the forward fill, access is equal to column, and when I will run it, so you will see this is the output. Sorry, okay. So see 7, 7, now this is 7. Here we do not have anything, so NaN values. Here we have 9, so these are also 9, 9, 9. Okay, now backfill and access column, so it will move from right to left. So when I will run this, so you will see here this is 5, and now we have 5. Before here it was 7. If it is a forward fill and access is equal to column, so it will move from left to right, but this is backfill or access is equal to column, so right to left horizontally. Now is the limit. Next is the forward fill, and limit is equal to 1. So what is the meaning of limit is equal to 1? See, for play we have 2 blank spaces or 2 blank cells here. We do not have any values in 2. Limit is equal to 1. I said only one cell. The system will fill only one cell after this. So it will fill. If you will write down only f fill, it will fill all the values. But if limit is equal to 1, it will fill only one value. So when I will run this and I will show you, now we will compare this. Limit is equal to 1. So see this one, play 5, 5, and then blank is nan. Here is the blank 7, it will make 7, but after 7 we do not have any blank cell. If you have a 2 blank cells or a 3 blank cells, if limit is equal to 1, so it will fill only one position. The other two will be nan. So you can try with this, delete these numbers and set limit is equal to 1. Same thing if you will set limit is equal to 2, so it will fill two values here. If you have suppose 3 or 4 blank cells, so it will fill only two values. Remaining will be nan, nan. And same thing here, backfill now, right? So it will do the same function here. If I will run this and show you, okay, from here, see, we do not have, here is only 1, so it will be 9. We have only 1 because limit is 1. Here is 2 blank cells, but the limit is equal to 1, so it will fill only this part in play, and the second one is nan. If it is forward fill, it will come top to bottom. If it is back fill, it will go from bottom to top, but it will fill only one cell. If there are 2 or 3 blanks, it will fill only one cell, right? Okay, now move on to interpolate function, and I told you interpolate function will make a guess for you. First I will run this, then I will show you what is the meaning of this. So see here, first I will show you, we have a study column and you have spent 9 hours on January 1st, 7 hours on January 2nd, and then January 3rd and 4th are missing, and January 5th is the blank. So it will estimate, it will make a guess, system will make a guess only with the interpolate and blank parenthesis. So it will see, okay, 9 hours, and then second is 7 hours, so maybe it will put 6 hours here. So I will show you. So interpolate function without any parameter will make a guess, and see here it says 9 7, and then it made it 6 hours here. So here is 8 hours on January 7th, and January 9th is 9 hours. So by system it says, okay, it will make an estimate, maybe you have spent between 8 and 9, so 8.5 hours. Same thing here, system will see, okay, you spent 5 hours in playing, 5 hours, so it will say, okay, interpolate say, okay, this is the guess that maybe you have spent same times in January 1st and 5th. Here is 3 and 2 hours, so it will say maybe you have spent 2.5 hours. So interpolate system, interpolate function without any parenthesis, blank parenthesis will generate an estimate. But if you want to make a good estimate or better estimate, then you have to use the time function. Method is equal to time. You have to use it, right? Again, I will recommend you go write down this pandas data frame fill NA function in Google, and here you can see, right, this is write down in search engine interpolate and go. So you will find out all the functions of this interpolate. So by default it will do linear interpolation, right? And this is the method interpolation, linear interpolation, and these access parameters, right? So limit area, these are the functions. So I recommend you that you should know these functions as well. So I said, if you want to make a better guess or better estimation, so you have to use method is equal to time in interpolate function, right? In this parenthesis you have to write down method. When I will run this, so I will show you that how it works. So see here, and this is our original data, that January 1st you spend 9 hours, January 2nd you spend 7 hours. So see here, now 2 days are missing, January 3rd and January 4th, and on January 6th you have 5 hours. So on the basis of January 6th, system will make for January 5th. So it will say maybe you have spent 5.5 this hours on study. Before, if we use interpolate without any parameter, it was 6 hours. But if you will write down the time, it will give you the more accurate, because 2 days are missing here. That is why I said maybe January 3rd and 4th you spend 7.5 or 6 hours, whatever. But here is close to this January 6th, not to January 2nd. Okay, now the third is drop NA function, to drop missing values. Suppose this is our data. Here we do not have any value. Here only one value is missing. And January 5th, all the values are missing. January 9th, three values are missing. So this is all NA. If you will write down df dot drop NA without any parameter, only blank spaces, it will delete all the rows in which one value is missing, two values missing, or three values missing. When I will run it and I will show you, so see, only we have data in which there are three lines complete. If you say that we want to delete only those rows in which there is no data, all rows are blank, just like January 5th. Here we have two values, here we have one value, two value. We want this data, we want to delete only those rows in which there is no data. So you have to use the how function, df dot drop NA in parenthesis. So here see, it was blank. Now you have to write down how function. When I will run, so you will see the output is like this. We have all the values except this January 5th, because only in January 5th we do not have anything. Right? Okay. Now move on to the next. Here I said at least one non-NA value or not available value, then keep. What is the meaning of this? If we say like this, we have only one value. Here we are going to use the threshold function. I say that if any row has only one number, at least one number, it should come. Otherwise, if suppose in this row we do not have any data, we do not want these rows. But if in any rows we have one, at least it should come. So when I will run this, so you will see again the same data except January 5th, because January 5th the only row in which we do not have any data. So same thing, if I will say here, this is important, threshold 2. If I will say threshold 2, it means I need at least two values. In this row we have only one value. So now system will also delete January 9th as well. I will show you here, because I said that threshold is equal to 2. At least I need two values. So see, this is missing, January 5th is missing, rest of the data is there. Right? So you have learned drop NA, fill NA, and interpolate functions. Now you have to make your own scenario, practice it. If you have any question, you can ask me. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.